My name is Alex, I'm 15, I'm from Gerlock Head and my dad's part of the Royal Navy.
My name is Alicia. I attend Hermitage Academy and my mum is a veteran and my dad is currently serving in the Navy.
My name's Grace, I'm 16 and I live in a naval patch in Helensburgh.
My name's Isla, I'm 14 from Helensburgh and my dad is part of the naval base.
My name's Kira, I'm 16, I'm from a military family in Helensburgh.
My name is Lottie. My dad is in the Navy.
I'm Lucas and I live in Helensburgh and my dad's in the Navy.
I'm Quinn, I'm 15, nearly 16, I live in Gerlock Head and I'm from a naval family.
My dad's been in the Navy for like 35 years now and he's coming out of the Navy at the end of this month. He was a navigator on board the submarines when they were away on patrol.
He's a nuclear engineer on the submarines and he's been serving for about 24 years.
He's been serving for I think 19 years. I think he was on ambush and while he was away he was captain, so he couldn't really come home at all.
My dad works as a mechanical engineer for the marine engineering branch. He's been serving for 27 years and he lives with us all the time.
He served 30 years altogether. 18 years was in the submarine escape and rescue system and 12 was in the mine submarine divers.
Well, my mum was serving, but she came out when she was pregnant with me. And my dad's currently serving. He's a careers manager.
Serving in the military, it runs in my family as well. So my mum's dad was in the Navy as a submariner. My dad's dad was in the Army. And a lot of other family members like in the Air Force and stuff like that.
I think there's some good things. I like spending time with my mum a bit more because I don't get that with my dad because he's away. But it's just like I get more responsibility on me, which I sometimes enjoy. So it's just nice to have like a bit more responsibility in the house.
Being able to bond with like your other family members at home better because one of your parents is away and so you might be able to spend more time with another sibling or another parent or just another family member in general and so you'll be able to get closer to that family member.
Probably knowing that there's other people out there who have similar experiences to you.
You get like support from friends and like people that work with your parent as well as just people that live on the street that you live with.
The best thing about being in a forces family is that you get to travel a lot in the world and I hope to travel more in future.
When I move about, I do get to like see different places and meet loads of new people and do some stuff.
You get to see quite a lot of the world when we go away and you get to stay in quite nice hotels and beaches and stuff like that, so yeah.
I haven't always had a parent on the submarine. My birth dad was on the surface ships. So one year we got the opportunity to fly out to South Africa to go meet him for my birthday. I spent my birthday with penguins. On surface fleet, they usually get like a good 6 months, 12 months before they're due to go away. But on submarines, sometimes you don't get a lot of warning before they go away. My dad's last deployment, he was given 2 weeks notice before he was due to go away.
When I was in P6, he went away and got back in March when I was in P7. That's the longest deployment he's been on. And he was away for 430 days in total. Out of them, I only got to see him for 20 of them.
It's sometimes hard to get it done when he's deployed, but like we have to help Mum out a bit more with like housework and the dogs. But you get into a routine with it and then it's sometimes annoying when they come back because they've disrupted the routine you've created.
Well, it's when he starts to go away, everything starts to change and you start to depend less on him. And then once he's gone away, it's like you've got to pretend like he's still here in a way. And once he comes back, it's just messed everything up again.
Before it's a bit nerve-wracking just to think like the first time it's like, what am I going to do? How's it going to be in the house with just two? And then during it, you just get comfortable with it and you just try to adapt to your living style and your day-to-day activities with trying to help her in the house. And then after, when he comes back, it's just great to see him there and that he's back, so yeah.
So before, it's kind of just like adapting and getting ready to have a lot more responsibility in that, because there's now only one parent instead of two. During I help out because it's a bit difficult with three brothers from my mum all alone. And afterwards it's a lot easier again because it's back to two parents who can look after everyone.
During deployment, and I feel a tiny bit worried and sad, but after I've just been happy again that he's finally gotten back.
For the submarine service, they have different kinds of boats. So on V boats, which is what my dad's on, you get email communication when they're alongside, but once they leave port, that's it. You won't hear from them until they come back in. You can send these email sort of things called familygrams, where you're only allowed 120 words, or you can have 2 lots of 60. But you can send those to them, but they can't respond back to you.
Well, a lot of the civilian friends, they have their families around them almost every day. Whereas if you're in a naval family, you can live far away from family.
Forces children can be up to move within a month's notice and be forced to make new friends with people that they don't know, and it can sometimes be the worst part is when you're alone and you know no one.
I feel like they don't understand what we've been through or what we're going through currently, and it's just different if they say, oh, it must be so easy with you at home, oh, you must be having a great time, you're not arguing with your parents as much, and it's like, well, my dad's not really here that I can't argue with him, and it's not the easiest around the day-to-day life just to not have him there.
Just sort of worrying about help their mums or dads when they go out on deployment, or just have to end up going out on a job for a long time.
Being in the military, you tend to move around a lot, so it's a lot harder to kind of maintain contact for long periods of time, so you find people are talking about childhood friends and stuff, whereas your mates that you're still in contact with, you've only known for maybe a couple of years.
The short turnarounds from having them home one day and the next day they won't be back for several months at a time, or your friends said that they've had a really bad time at home because their dads had to go away for a work trip, or had to go away for a night to go somewhere, but they still get contact, and you sort of get upset because you know that you can't talk to your dad or even know if he's alive or anything.